cool. You know?
Do they have please don't drink and drive? That's the
Right,
problem.
right. Well, and yeah, I didn't see too many of the please don't drink and drive signs, but they have these other signs that I'm way more interested in, and I wish we had them here. Concerning motorcycles, saying, you know, ride quiet, ride safe. They do not tolerate these guys driving around with glass packs in their mufflers and shit. They just don't allow that, which I'm 100% for, you know. But
Totally.
But yeah, fantastic trip to the East Coast, and like I said, I when we got back, I'm like, well, I'm glad to be home, and I'm glad to have my own bed, and I miss the cats. But I wish that all of this was waking up in Boston. That would be that would be awesome. But yeah, no, I really like that town. Welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We took a week off because I was on vacation, but we are back now. And where we left off, these guys were on Ergo. And it was on Ergo, right? Yes. Yes, you guys are on Ergo. Ergo is a planet that is balkanized. There are many factions. Because of all the factions fighting with one another, they have literally bombed themselves into a post-apocalyptic low-TL world. They are fully aware of higher tech levels. They know that the technology is out there and they really want it, but they are not capable of producing it on their own. General Development Company tried to raise them up and put a Class A starport on their planet, and they got into arguments with one another and ended up trying to nuke each other, and in the process nuked the starport. So and Jadeko just pulled out. They ended up building their spaceport on Tech World instead. And but all of these different governments think that they are going to talk Jadeko or some other power into building a spaceport here. And so they, you know, kidnap or threaten people that really have no pull. And right now they have kidnapped the co-pilot of a ship, a scout ship, and they are holding him in the small city, and the Baron of the city, his name is Baron Moor, is holding office in a cantina. Many of his guards are all around, and so this is where the party left off. They had just slid in to the booth and are sitting across from the Baron, uninvited, I might add. So that's where we left off. But before we get started, I'd like to thank the Friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you are watching on Twitch, scroll down, you should see some tiles there. These tiles will lead to these fine people's websites. The first on our list is, of course, the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather dice bracelets. She has a full line of leather covers for your core rule books. She even has a dice rolling mat that when it's rolled up, it looks like a spell scroll. With the current shipping problems, if you're ordering for Christmas, I don't know when you'll see it. I mean, it seems to be getting worse and worse all the time. You may not receive your product until June. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. So under normal circumstances, I tell people to order early because she is in the UK, and so it normally takes a while to cross the pond and make it through customs. At this point, though, it's a little bit more complicated than that because of the shipping problems. The next on our list is the Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. They have a full line of deodorant, and they now have spray-on colognes as well. And each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Right now, I am wearing one of their fall-themed scents. It is the Candyman Beard Butter, which smells like candied apples. I get a hint of like a little bit of maple syrup with the apples in there. It's actually quite good. if you are a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one, get one free option. If you go to fablebeardco.com and create an account, you can put two products or put a product and a beard oil into your cart. And if you use the code FIRST when you check out, that beard oil will be discounted to free. So definitely check them out. And if you're a fan of our Traveler game, we have a Traveler website via Obsidian Portal. Go ahead and check us out. And the activity or the adventure log is listed in the manner of small news blurbs detailing all of the things that go on as these guys traipse away across the Trojan Reach. Give us a thumbs up, fan like, and we hope you enjoy it. So you guys slide into this booth and this Baron is just letting you. If you remember, the Baron is a little pudgy, and he's wearing a all-white suit. He looks an awful lot like he's wearing Colonel Sanders' suit, but there's no chicken around, and if there was, you wouldn't be sure if it was really chicken. So what are you guys going to say? What are you going to do? I guess we're just going to jump right in here.
Gonna say howdy.
Stuff in my face.
I thought that we had some kind of meeting set up with this guy, right? I thought we were told to go talk to him by.
Well, you
had us land.
You were told. So the person that hired you, well, not really hired, asked you for a favor.
Yeah, Sam.
Yes, Sam of Sam's Leaky Bucket. He told you that the Baron was holding his friend, but he didn't. He didn't. There was no meeting really set up. The Baron had told him. Let me look it up directly here, and I will tell you exactly what he said.
I guess I don't know. I guess what I would say is. I am Captain Smith, and I'm here on behalf of the Kingdom of Drinax.
Okay. That definitely will get his attention. Hold on here. Incident.
I recommend we have you take over an extra drink when you, slide in across him, so you can give him I don't know, even though it's his place, that seems like a classy move, I'm told. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea.
Booze him up a bit.
Purple drink.
Yeah,
Purple drink.
Purple drink.
Everybody likes purple drink. So yeah, so Sam's co-pilot and friend is a man named Farish, and he was in an air raft conducting a survey when Baron Moor men captured him and basically are trying to ransom him back to Sam, but they're not asking for money from Sam. Instead, were requiring Sam to bring back somebody from General Development Corporation so that the Baron can start renegotiating about rebuilding the starport. But Sam doesn't know anybody from General Development, so it's not like even if he wanted to, he couldn't pay the ransom. So that's why you guys are down here. You weren't really invited to meet the Baron. You just know where he was at. So are you guys gonna bring a drink along with you saying that you are representing the Kingdom of Drinax?
Yeah, I had the service droid with me, the food serving one.
Okay.
Steward Bot.
Steward Bot.
Yes.
So you say that you're with the Kingdom of Drinax, and he leans forward and he says, and how can we be of service for the representatives of the Kingdom of Drinax?
I want to explain that we're trying to recruit planets into an alliance for the Kingdom of Drinax.
He says, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, and so if we were to join your alliance, your new kingdom, what do we get out of this? And I'm asking you personally, off the record, what do we get? But keep in mind, I do represent all of Ergo.
You get access to a higher level of technology.
Just as a side note, is that even true? Because it's all kingdoms on Ergo, and so there's no way that he can be in charge of all of Ergo. He's like one dude is like maybe the closest thing is like mayor of Salem, Oregon.
Yeah,
they
nowhere
need to be in charge of the country.
Right. Exactly.
You know, there was a guy in our town that claimed to be mayor, and he like totally wasn't. It was weird. Yeah,
He just show up to openings.
Yeah, he's well, okay. Damascus decided to disband as a city, and then he like sued.
Oh, that's right.
And he's like, I'm the mayor. And everyone's like, well, nobody voted for you. Fuck off. And he made a website about him being the mayor, and then the ruling got reversed again. So like he's like extremely not mayor, but
Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
So that's the kind of situation we're in. He's full of shit, this guy. But so are we. I don't think we're gonna help him that much. We're just gonna take this guy and biff off, right? That's my plan, more or less.
I just am thinking like maybe the way to appeal to him is to frame it like upward mobility. Like, you know, we can offer tech support that helps him make a name for himself. Like, yes, of course he's already in charge, but it wouldn't hurt to be.
I was going to say the technology level will cement your rule over the kingdom.
Yeah. and they'll know your name throughout the system.
Yeah, that's true too.
Make a persuasion check.
Me or Pinky?
You.
Okay. Okay, persuade. I got 1. All right. Seven.
Okay. He kind of leans back and sips the drink that you brought him, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, good choice. So, what would be involved with Ergo joining this Kingdom of Drinax? What do you need from us?"
Well, we'll need to begin a series of negotiations to figure out exactly what support will end and what support we'll get back in the event that we need to use the alliance strategically. So, let's see. There's like a standard sort of like contract type of thing that we must have because we've done this before. We've gotten people into the alliance of Drinax. Is there anything I have?
Most of the stuff that you've done, nobody has gotten to a point where they're signing names to paper yet. But that will come. But right now, everything's basically been verbal contracts. You've laid it out, and you know all these worlds are seeing the writing on the wall. That especially with the fake treaty in your possession, a lot of these worlds don't cherish the idea of the Aslan Harry steamrolling their planet. So, you have that in your favor, of course. But also, in this case with Ergo, pretty much all of the Trojan Reach sector knows that Drinax, or they believe that Drinax has access to higher technology, which is partially true.
I guess.
They have all the blueprints. They have all the technical schematics. They just don't have the know-how, manufacturing facilities, or engineers to make it happen. But nobody knows that.
I guess what I'd request of him is a list of demands to start the negotiations. That would be a good place to start.
He immediately comes back with that in order to be a functioning world in the Trojan Reach today, we have to have a starport, and we're an important world, so we need a Class A starport.
And okay, just to be sure, the person that we are trying to get back is like an engineer, right?
Yeah. No. He is a he's just the co-pilot. So the reason why Chief Clark had to repair the drive is that if you remember Sam's leaky bucket, they had some passengers on board that were paying their way by doing engineering for them, but they got raided by a mercenary cruiser, and those engineers were taken. The engineers, come to find out, the engineer that was helping was a female Aslan, and all of their passengers were taken into custody by these mercenaries, which left Sam and Sam's leaky bucket adrift.
All right, so what I'm going to say is that the first starting point for getting the starport built is to see what kind of talent we have to draw from on the planet, so we don't have to spend time getting people here. So do they have any kind of prisoners that we can assess for technical ability?
He says, indeed we do. And sitting next to him, this guy sitting right here, you notice that there's many people in here that you could, automatically see and determine that they're guards. Like this guy over here, he's obviously a guard. These guys are just your standard, typical post-apocalyptic riffraff. They have, rusty axe blades, things like that. These guys in the black suits, they are wearing black flak jackets. They're armed with Gauss pistols. So these are the important ones, and this one is his own personal bodyguard, or as they like to call them, enforcers. He says, "Indeed, we do. We do have such a prisoner. He's actually kept in this cantina itself."
Oh, really? No long guns. That was the deal.
Yeah, no long guns, pistols and knives only.
And a big axe.
Yeah, you could have your axe in this case. Yeah. Swords are acceptable. Axes are acceptable. Pistols are acceptable. And you're not wearing battle dress. But if you wanted to wear combat armor, you could.
Okay.
So, let's see.
He says, until you showed up, I was just getting ready to start some entertainment, and he was going to be the lead act, but, if he's going to be important and he's going to get us in with this new Kingdom of Drinax and get us a starport built, then I'm happy to pick somebody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote against spider food. I do not want any of these people to turn into spider food for the day's entertainment.
Well, somebody will. But yeah, I'm gonna play it cool and be like, well, let's check this guy out first and make sure he can help. He might still be spider food. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay, so he calls over an enforcer and this guy, and he says, take him to the prisoner so that they can assess him, and he leads you back into this room up here. And he opens the door and then promptly closes the door and locks it. He says, go ahead, you can have some private time with him. And he shuts the door and you can hear the door lock. And in this cell, well, it's not really a cell. These are originally for this cantina. These look like they were private rooms for all manner of, whatever, seedy or not. But these are private rooms that can be rented out. This room has had the central table removed, and there's just like a really dingy mattress laying on the floor. And in here is this older Vargur. And this, you can tell his whiskers are like graying, and this Vargur looks up, and as soon as the door's shut, he goes, "Who are you?" And I mean, his voice is raspy. He looks thin, like he's not been eating real well. Looks like he's probably a little dehydrated. They're not really taking very good care of him.
Is there anything I can do for him medically, or is he just sort of worn out a little bit?
You probably could go ahead and make a medic check. Medic plus EDU. Or intellect, your choice.
I got 13.
Yeah, you hook him up with an IV bag and vitamin B. And after a few minutes, he starts to perk up, and he says, "Oh, thank you, but I still don't know who are you people."
So we're gonna play it straight until we can get him out of here. That's the plan. So we'll explain the same thing to him that we did to the other guy, because I don't know who's listening or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I want to just play it straight up and be like, "This is your ticket to not be spider food if you help us build a spaceport. Like, what can you do?"
Says, well, I'm an engineer, or he says, I'm a scout. A retired scout at that. And he says, I don't know anything about civil engineering or how to build a spaceport, or, I mean, he's like,
can you use a wrench?
He's got like, to give it in a game terms, he's got like mechanic 1. But you know,
that's probably different than me to the people around here. Most of the people around here are like full of tumors and like anger problems.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So he's looking pretty good as a candidate.
Yeah. Walking around here, you can realize how much aggravation radiation poison must cause. So you're basically telling him the same thing that you told the Baron.
Yeah, I'm telling him the same thing. Like, we're going to build a spaceport. We need people who don't have mutant hands to help build it. No flippers.
Little choppy.
He says, I know some people on Tech World that might be able to help, but here's the thing: the Baron's not ever going to let me leave. He says, I would be surprised if he let all of you leave. I mean, he might let like 1 or 2 of you go, but he's not going to allow all of you to get out of here.
Think you can stop me?
Well, it would compromise his ability to get a spaceport from the Kingdom of Drinax. So, I mean, I guess if he wants to fight, we could, but I think we have a great deal going.
So he looks at Rexar and he goes, "You look like a pretty tough warrior, and I know that Aslan are great warriors, but he says there's just a lot of these guys."
That's not more.
Like, thanks for the warning, but we're here already. So what are we gonna do at this point?
Yeah. He basically tells you. He explains that. So to the Baron, he looks at you guys as bargaining chips, and so if he can keep 2 or 3 of you, the Baron believes that his hand would be stronger because
only I get to take hostage. He's fucking it all up. All right, I get it now. Okay, well, I guess I want to lean in close and say, do we listen to your conversation? Do you monitor in here? Like,
he says, well, I'm not sure exactly. I had a previous cellmate, but they took him off for some kind of games. I don't know what that meant.
Probably like rock, paper, scissors.
Well, it seems like bugging devices. I mean, unless it's just a dude with a glass pushed
Right?
up against the wall, like real listening devices would be technology they probably wouldn't have.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, this world's got, probably like a TL4 or 5 tech level. So I don't know, 4 or 5. They had some kind of listening devices, but they were much more obvious than they are today.
okay, can I like draw a picture of a leaky bucket on something? Like that seems like something he'd get that nobody else would.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just a triangle, and a triangle with a circle on it.
It would
And
be like, you know how to build ships, right? You are not good at spider food, right?
So Ching Shi.
Oh, don't make that was terrible. Don't make me roll for it. Oof. That's hardly persuasive. I'm just trying to be real subtle. Real subtle.
Real subtle. Do you have deception?
I think a little bit. Let me see. I have deception 1.
Go ahead and make a deception plus intellect, or deception plus charm roll.
Oh man, the charm is not good. But my roll is fantastic. 11, 12, 13.
Okay. He looks at you. He goes, "Oh, yes, I know how to build ships and would be valuable at the spaceport."
I just thought of something that I remember from the last time I binged Alias. So, a scout would know Morse code, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna cross my arms and I'm gonna tap out on Morse code what the plan is while we're talking to him.
Nice. Okay.
Because I'm in the Navy, so I would know Morse code.
You would know
He's a
Morse code.
scout, he would know Morse code. It just looks like my arms are crossed.
Okay. And he listens intently and looks at you and just nods.
Okay, but he's saying we're not going to get out of the room and we're going to be held hostage. So this wall that we're against, is it buried into the earth or is it like
Yes.
open on the other?
So this,
We're on the side of like a cliff face.
yeah, basically it's built into the sandstone rocks of the area.
Oh my God, go! I don't know.
It pulls out a butter knife and starts scratching at the wall.
We'll just run into it over and over until there's a hole in it.
It's like the anthropologist in Archer trying to dig his way out of the cell with a spoon.
So, are we going to await death? Are we going to knock on the door and be like, hey, we're ready to build the spaceport?
Let's get help.
Well, I mean, from your guys' standpoint, I mean, even if, assuming that this is a legit offer, I mean, and I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't be at least partially legit. From your standpoint, you wouldn't be able to make all these promises. You would have to leave and come back. I mean, an engineering team would have to be sent from Drinax. Parts would have to be. I mean, you're talking about billions of credits. Just as an example, What the new terminal they're building at Portland Airport is something like $4.2 billion. That's one terminal. That's not even the whole airport. So yeah, I mean, it's not like you would just be like, here, hold on, let me write a check, and we'll just get this shit going, right? You know, call up a local plumber. We're good. You know, that you would have to leave and then bring, you know, a lot of stuff back. At least multiple freight trips.
Let's knock on the door and see if they'll let us out.
Okay.
Because this guy could help us scout a location for the spaceport.
Okay.
If not,
So you knock on the door. This enforcer is like, okay, come, let's go back and we'll talk with the boss. And he leads you back to the bar, to the table. As soon as I can get this sorted here. Okay. And so you sit back down at the table, and this enforcer's standing like right here, and we're gonna use this woman. And the Baron says, "Oh, good, you made it just in time. The entertainment's just about to start." And there are TV screens up around numerous locations in the bar, kind of like a sports bar. And the screen goes to static for a minute, and then you see this room down in the lower southeast quadrant of the bar. And you see that there's this woman who was just a few moments earlier drinking at the bar, who is now in this room. And you see these grates in the floor drop and slide back, and out of them come these cybernetic mechanized spiders. And she starts screaming, and in a matter of 6 minutes, these spiders have gone over and torn her apart. This poor woman is no more. And the
purple drink, I remember that.
The crowd in the bar is cheering and laughing and clapping. Money is changing hands, local currency. And the Baron looks over at you guys once the woman's been torn apart by these spiders. He looks at you guys and he goes, huh, one of the best things is pleasing the people.
Can I ask him where he got those things? Because I've never seen anything like it.
He said that a while back, he said actually the spiders themselves are actually natural to ergo, but these particular specimens, a while back that they had a guest here at the cantina who was a cybernetics technician. And he says it was quite a while ago, but he did some work for me and upgraded these specimens. I really wish that he was still around, because these two are getting long in the tooth, and I don't know how much longer they'll be around.
I want to feed the Baron to the spiders.
We'll get there someday. We gotta
figure out a way to do that.
I do have, I swear I have cybernetics. Yeah, I have one of cybernetics, so I think I should be able to do something eventually, or promise to. I want to look at them though. Like, could I look through the glass? Wait, I just saw them on TV looking, so I got a good look at them, sure.
Oh yeah, when you were coming in, you passed by this room, and you were able to see some movement in there. They don't look like traditional, what you would think of as an earth spider. I mean, obviously they're bigger. They're about the size of Saint Bernards, and there's lots of metal parts on them that have been attached to their exoskeleton, and their front two legs actually end in pinchers, almost like small crabs, and those have been lined with metal.
Okay, and I want to ask the Baron, are these spiders like the assurance that our scout guy won't run away? Or is there like something else that is keeping him? Do we have to do anything to make sure that we can keep him with us if we scout out a location for the spaceport?
So the Baron says, he says, well, we already know where the spaceport's going to go, so you don't have to scout out a location. If you need to go off planet, I'll allow 2 of you to leave to bring back whatever engineers and supplies you need. And don't worry, your other 2 crewmates and the gentleman that is already with us will be safe under my care. I will make sure nothing happens to them. And since it seems like you're the leader of this group, you can pick the other person that's going to go with you.
Okay.
So this guy clearly thinks that he's in charge of this situation.
Yeah. Well, he can think that for a while, I suppose. What I was thinking was, I was trying to think of a reason to bring the scout guy with me.
So basically, he already is telling you that, you could pick the scout guy if you wanted to, and leave 3 people here. That's up to you. Or you can all just put an end to this charade, whatever you want.
I wanted to bring scout guy up and then come back with the battle dress.
Come back with the battle dress.
Yeah, you could take him up and come back with the battle dress since you know what you're doing better.
That's
true.
true.
I'll delegate. That's my plan, damn it.
Okay. So then the other question is, so Rexar, do you have hold on, I better look it up.
So it seems like one of the things is to get the enforcers to go with the colonel, because then we can.
Oh yeah, the ship's landed. I don't know why I'm thinking it is orbiting. So all we have to do is have them go to the ship on the ground, and then yeah. And we'll stow him safely in the overhead compartment.
Is that old other Aslan still with us? Or...
Yeah, he's still in the cargo bay of the Jabrobi.
Oh, sweet. Should we start calling it the leaky bucket just so we don't fuck up our story if we run into authorities? I know
That's a good plan since we changed out the transponders.
Yeah. So it's now Sam's leaky bucket. Allegedly. Officially.
So let's see here. Skill. So if you want to send Rexar back, Rexar, do you have the skill Flyer Grav or Flyer at all? Do you have Flyer?
Flyer?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about turrets?
No. So Rexar isn't really that great at driving the air raft, but that only means that he's at a -3, and all he's got to do is drive from the cantina back to the ship and then come back with the battle dress. So, that's not
If he wrecks it, that means that we have to go out and fix it. So now we're all outside of the cantina and at least away from the murder spiders.
Yeah, that's
a good point.
possibly true, yeah. So
maybe backing up and then into other vehicles, just trying to get out of parallel.
Austin powers it out.
Roll for it. Let's see how you
So is that your plan? You're going to send Rexar and the scout back to the Jabrobi?
Yeah, and I guess he can swap out the old scout guy for a Aslan with nothing to lose.
Okay. So,
I
Rexar.
don't know if you could be a roll.
Well, you don't need to make a roll yet. So, you go back and I will see if there is anything that is going to stop you. There is not. So,
Or not.
yeah, if you it was going to be 33 or lower. So, so yeah, you make it back to the Jabrobi, and the Farish, the Vargur scout, is pretty much thanking you for getting him out of there the entire time, and he makes the comment. He says, "I don't even want to know what Sam gave you to get you to help me, but it seems like it was well worth it." And
It was just
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you get back to the Jabrobi, and now, what all do you want to take with you? I mean, you're wanting to grab Prince of Territorial and having him help out. Is that your plan?
Is there anyone else on the ship?
No.
And we have a spare battle dress, so can Rexar put on his and the prince put on the spare and come in like
That's-
pew, 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 and that'll get the party started?
That's a really good question. Let me.
wow.
I can help him put it on if he doesn't have battle dress.
But I mean, since he's Aslan, he should, right?
No, not everybody has. So it requires. So this is battle dress TL13 requires vac suit 2, and Prince of Territorial does not have vac suit at all. So
Can I help him put it on?
well, yeah, I mean, you could help him put it on, but the bigger issue with this is that for pretty much anything that he would be doing in the battle dress, he's going to be at a -3.
I'll go a less.
You're just going to go by yourself?
He can
I
come
don't
and
want to
work
get
with
his
me.
head taken off.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure he can wear something else. I just was thinking, let's get as much muscle and explosive protection as possible. But if it's a disadvantage, then it doesn't make sense to do it.
Right.
So we found out last time that the prince is he needs to go home to be executed for screwing something up,
Right.
like as a matter of honor. So like let him murder his little heart out, you know?
Yeah, so
All right.
So yeah, Rexar wasn't here last session, so yeah, that's a key piece of information. So they learned that Prince Territorial was a part of a he led an Ihati attack on Arunasir, trying to take land from a lesser group of Ihati. But when he showed up, it was like this other group on Arunasir already knew that he was coming, and his forces were just decimated. Very few of his people made it off the planet alive, and this attack caused the other Aslan clans to basically say, Territorial needs to come back to Tyok and face execution, or all of these clans will gang up on Clan Iwui, and Clan Iwui can't survive it. So Territorial is going back to face his own execution.
Willingly?
That he's been ordered to do that, and he is honor bound to follow the lead of his clan lord, his father.
Well, I'll ask him if he wants to come or not. I'll ask him.
So here's one other key piece to that. So you have 16 weeks to deliver him to Tyok. You now have 14 weeks to deliver him to Tyok. If he is killed before then, then basically the other clans get to attack Iwoi. So,
Never mind, he's safe.
yeah, you got to treat this guy with kid gloves. Not to mention the fact that if he's seen by anybody else on Urgo, that information could be sold to mercs who are all out to try to stop him from getting to Tyok.
Maybe he should stay on the ship to make sure that the other guy doesn't fly the ship away without us in it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Keep the ship warm, feed my dog, and make sure no one steals it.
There you go.
And the ship, make sure no one steals the ship either.
Yeah, true.
So, and then my next question is, so you're putting on your battle dress. How well armed are you going back? Are you good?
PGMP.
Are you? All right. Bring the PGMP.
Everything.
All right.
And does he bring back that and our advanced combat rifles?
Yeah, they'll be
If
up.
we're-
Yeah, you can throw those into the back seat.
Dragging a big metal case full of your weapons.
Exactly.
Right,
And
a duffel
we'll
bag.
go to the door, be like, it's delivery time. Bam, 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 bam.
It's like the action movie where they set the duffel bag down and it's got 600 rounds of ammunition and 12 assault rifles.
Yeah, it's a giant guitar case.
Yes.
Do we still have earpieces and communications? Or no?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so we'll know to get away from the front door region. Stand off to the side so he can bust in and do some murdering.
Okay,
Maybe.
maybe.
Or do we want to be closer so that when he does bust through the door, we're there to get our guns?
Yeah, I thought maybe we try and be there-ish if possible.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Okay. So, hold on here. Okay. So,
I'm gonna be like, oh man, I have to go to the bathroom.
All of my friends should come with me.
Yeah, we don't need
And I need somebody to go to the ladies' room with me. Let's go.
so my cat.
There's gotta be a truth across the universe that goes back together. So I say that checks out.
I still have a dungeon set up on the table here, and my cat is picking up minis and dropping them on the map. She's getting ready for this big battle as well. She's looking forward to this. So, dum. So, Ching-Chi, Captain Beth, and Keith Clark, all of you make recon checks.
You're first. Okay, let me get these up. Keith's got a 7. Oh my god. Alright, recon. Sorry.
Is it just recon or can we add intellect?
Intellect, yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm asking because I rolled pretty poopily.
I got a 9.
I got an 8.
Ooh.
Okay, so the captain and Ching-Chi, you notice that guards are moving around. This enforcer, the personal bodyguard for the Baron, pulls out his Gauss pistol and sets it on the table. And you just see, it seems like there's some heightened activity here. And the Baron looks at the captain and he says, your man is taking his sweet time. He says, I'm growing impatient.
Well, he has flyer at -3. What the fuck do you want?
Go off world, and this guy's like, I'm impatient.
Right?
Unfortunately, we have a giant ball of yarn in the ship, so maybe he got distracted.
You know, the Baron kind of laughs at that and he says, "You're clever."
Great. Am I fast enough to pull the gun off the table?
Maybe.
Where you psychically command the guy to give you the guns.
How many guns do we think that the God soldier has? Enforcer has? Lots?
It looks like the enforcers that you've seen, they only have one. This particular guy has two.
Okay, never mind.
If you want to try to grab the gun off the table, I would allow you to make a dexterity check.
Right, but it would be like what would I need? A 12?
I wouldn't say you need that much. Probably a difficult 10 plus.
No, I should be humble. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that in my pocket.
Okay.
But I'll be ready. It's when he looks distracted and the difficulty goes down, then I'll do it.
So, Rexar, how are you going to go about this? Are you just going to drive up and step out in battle dress? What is your plan here?
I think the only plan I have is attack.
So you're just going to show up and
Step out, go to the stairs, look at all the guards and go, alright, whoever doesn't want to fight in Aslan in battle dress with a weapon of mass destruction, you may leave.
Say hello to my little friend.
That's right.
All right, let me add you guys to the initiative stack. So I think things are about to get sloppy.
So when we walked by the spiders, was there any kind of like, I don't know, fancy lock on the door that we could jam so they can't come out and be released and eat our faces?
Nobody's done anything about that, no.
No, I'm just wondering if we would have seen it, because that might be worth running and doing while everyone is shooting each other.
Right.
But I want to set them
Does the
free.
Baron have a button he can press? Or
Oh yeah, is there a murder spider kill switch that opens up the gates, releases
Let
them
them
out?
roam around and murder all these stupid fucking.
that was really good.
That's a little girl. That's my.
And we need to rapidly synthesize murder spider pheromones, and then we can like throw them as water balloons onto the guards.
I have a
All the
science
murder spiders can like try and mate with / murder the guards.
They mate and then eat their head. Or that's pregnant. Never mind.
As
Maybe
well
these
they
spiders.
should.
Okay, let's see here. You can find me some stats for some spider mechs,
Uh-oh.
just in
No
case.
stats, please.
Just in case. That looks good. All right. So, they get to go at 0. All right. So, Rexar, you had a 4? All right. So,
Yeah, that's why I cackled.
Keith, Beth, and Ching Shi, go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Yeah, I got distracted by something shiny.
It happens.
Captain does not look happy.
Do you add stuff to your initiative? I don't
So
remember.
you rolled you want to roll 2d6, and it's you're either plus your dexterity or plus your intellect, your choice. And you want to get, it's basically the difference between whatever you get for your roll, plus or minus from 8.
Yeah, not so great, but that's all right. Can't win them all.
Okay, let me make some order out of this mess. Actually, you guys rolled pretty well. Okay. So, Rexar, you roll up and step out with wearing battle dress and a PGMP. And these guys, the 2 enforcers and 2 guards, are immediately concerned. The enforcers are reaching for guns. What are you going to do, Rexar?
Well, did any of them want to leave?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Okay, so this guy here looks around and he starts to leave, and he gets to about here, and this enforcer, as a reaction, draws his gun and fires.
He's getting hit with the PGMP first, then.
Well, hold on. And he hits that guy. For 8 points, this guy here is bleeding and drops down to one knee. He's no longer running away.
I got you, buddy, don't worry.
And the enforcer says something like, "Nobody leaves till the boss says it's okay." And Rexar, what would you like to do?
Look at him and say, "Yeah, I said it was okay," and then shoot him.
Go for it. Make your heavy weapons plus dex check.
10.
Okay. So yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. That would be plus 2 to damage. Actually, hold on.
Just 42 damage.
Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me double check something. I don't know that you actually add the effect to PGMPs, so let me look that up. I think PGMPs actually do. Yeah, they do. They are destructive weapons, so you don't add the plus 2 because it already is doing 1 DD. So how much did you do?
40.
Okay, so that guy is a pile of flaming ash.
Well, look at the guy that got shot and go, "Are you okay, buddy?"
He looks at what just happened to this guy getting hit by a big lightning bolt and basically exploding in horror. Did you want to move at all, Rexar?
Wait, they watch people getting eaten by spiders all day, and then somebody explodes horrified?
Yeah, but they probably haven't seen a gun that does that.
Yeah. It'd be awesome, right?
Gotta take cover behind the car.
Okay. All right.
Wait, that was... Here, could I move? Just go over the car and, like...
I would think...
Slide over it.
Yeah,
Slide across the hood.
I don't know that you're going to be doing a lot of sliding in battle dress, but...
I'm gonna leave a few scratches, it's okay.
It'll be like...
Yeah, you can get behind the car. That's not a problem. So, Ching Shi, you hear the sound of a PGMP go off somewhere out front, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to use that distraction and try and grab the gun off the table.
Okay, go ahead and make
Because
a...
I would know that Rexar was coming, so I would be more like
Ready. Yeah.
ready for it.
Okay, go ahead and
And
make...
now they're all distracted because they heard melty gun go off.
Go ahead and make a dex check.
9.
Ooh.
Come on, it's just a huge explosion.
you-
It doesn't have to be graceful.
You grab the gun, but he grabs it as well. You both have the gun in your hands.
Okay, is the barrel pointed at him?
No, it's pointed at you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Then I'm gonna turn it using, I don't know. I'm going to
I
attempt.
get towers.
Yeah, to turn it. Oh, that is true. How can I distract him with a side point and get the upper hand? Give me a second.
Before you grab the gun, just be like, this is God. Look over there.
Well, your significant action was to grab the gun. So all you've got left is a minor action.
So I want to distract him so I can grab it, like so that I can take control of it. Is that not minor?
No, that would be use of a side point would be a significant action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna twist really, really hard and try and get it away from him.
Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Keith Clark, what would you like to do? You see Ching Shi wrestling this guy for this pistol.
Am I right next to the guy who's wrestling for the pistol?
Yes.
Stab it.
I mean, as a minor action, you could pull out your pistol.
Yeah, I could pull out my pistol, or I could pull out my officer's sword. I'm trying to decide which I would grab. I guess I'd go for the pistol first.
Okay. So you draw and you can fire. And it's point blank range, so, well, yeah, it's personal range, less than a meter.
Yeah, I want to shoot this guy first, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What do we get all their turns next? Okay.
13.
Okay.
Well,
Yep.
I'm such a combat master. This is crazy.
Okay, hold on just a sec. Whoops.
It's gonna be a while before we can take the Baron hostage, but I think we should human shield ourselves out with the Baron.
Wait, that's not right.
And feed it to the spiders!
They're hungry.
They're hungry. They want their daddy.
All right, so what'd you get on your to hit roll?
I got 13 to hit.
Okay. So that is +9 to your damage.
Wow.
So that's
14.
yeah, 14 plus
9 is
9 plus 3,
23, 26.
26. Yeah.
My God. Okay.
So he's gonna explode also. So there's been 2 explosions of people. In one building within like 3
It's like the
seconds.
Fallout games, if you get the bloody mess trick, they just kind of...
Yeah! Yeah, that's right. There's gore everywhere, extra livers and stuff.
Okay, so you blast this guy and knock him back in the booth. He does not go down. He is very badly burned, but he is not dead.
Does he let go of the pistol?
He did let go of the pistol.
Alright, that's a cat. Mission accomplished.
He he is going to try to just punch Keith because he doesn't have his gun. And he's so wounded that he's at a -1. And he does hit. Wow, for 6 points of damage. So what kind of armor are you wearing?
I should be wearing my combat armor, which is protection 13.
Yeah, he hits your combat armor and bruises his knuckles.
Nice.
That's the end.
Let's see here. Now this guy is going to take a shot at Rexar, but he has a -5 because Rexar has cover. Yeah, he misses terribly. Hold on here, let me give this guy some points. And then he is going to try to move there. This guy here is going to draw and fire at Captain Beth. And he hits with a 13.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
For 14 points of damage.
Okay, my
But-
armor's 13, so I take off 1, right?
Yep, you take off 1 point.
My endurance.
Let's see here. Do I have any other
I'm sick
enforcers?
of being shot.
Yeah. Well, at least you got better armor. People in the bar are going screaming and going crazy trying to get out of the way. Rexar, make a recon plus intellect check.
I'm really good at recon checks. Intellect box. I get 1 from my race, 2 from personal skills. Nine.
Okay. From the spider cage, you can see this shut door is rattling and something large is banging on the door.
Hey, buddy, I think they're gonna let the spiders out and kill all of us. Do you want to team up, maybe?
The door gets blown off its hinges, or rather, out of its slider, and this spider. Wait. Okay, that's what I thought. This
I
spider.
wonder if psionic work on spiders.
Moves over here.
Oh, I fucking hate this.
This spider. You know what? This spider is going to make an attack on the enforcer.
Does the air raft have like burners or anything to propel it?
No, it's just an anti-gravity generator.
Bummer.
Can't wait for him to close the front door.
But the spider screws it up and misses the enforcer. let's see here. Baron Joelstein Moor. What does he have? He has a laser pistol. He draws a laser pistol and is going to try and shoot Keith Clark. Oh, I have to. Give him some stats. All right. And he hits exactly with, or hits with a 9, so +1 to damage. For 3D. But he only does 11 points. So I doubt that even gets through your armor.
It does not.
Okay. Hold on here. All right. Captain Beth, what would you like to do? Whole bunch of shit going on around you. You've already been shot once.
I believe in picking off the weakest target before moving on to the next one. So I'm going to shoot injured guy, enforcer.
Okay.
With Gauss pistol, I believe. Yeah.
So across the table, it's going to be a routine shot.
Okay, what do I add gun combat or anything to it?
It would be gun combat plus dex.
Okay. My dex is supposed to be that one gun combat, so that's 12.
Yeah. So +6 to your damage.
Nice. 17.
Okay. And this guy goes down. Right in the forehead.
Take that, buddy.
You're using the Sindalian officer's pistol, aren't you?
I think I just was using the Gauss pistol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Gauss pistol's fine. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, you just draw and peg him right in the forehead.
Good. Punching people.
The guards. So this guy. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, this is better than that. So, okay. This guy is going to run over and attack Rexar.
What? That's the guy that I befriended and covered.
Well, he didn't. You befriended him, but. And this is going to count
The betrayal.
as a stun stick. So as he gets closer, this rusty staff that he's carrying, he hits a button and the end goes bzzz, and electricity comes off of it. And he's going to swing at Rexar, but... Oh, he's still at 0. Good. Hits with a 12. So... That is a +4 to stun damage. Uh, 13 exactly. That probably doesn't get through you, huh?
22.
Yeah, so yeah, he hits your armor, and you see an electrical arc just bounce off your armor all over the place. This guy.
Identifies the spider as the biggest threat and attacks that.
This guy, rather than use his stun stick, he pulls out a revolver and is going to take a shot at the spider. Let's see here. This guy is 8, 8, 8. All right. Oh, yeah. He pulls out he should have stuck the stun stick. He pulls out the revolver and shoots the ceiling. This guard is played by Alec Baldwin.
Oh.
This guard is going to use a stun stick and make a beeline for Ching Shi. And hits with a 12. For 14 damage.
So my combat armor has protection 17.
Okay, so he doesn't get through your armor. And you see electrical arcs kind of light up the camouflage on your armor. The band sees all of this going on and just keeps playing music. They just keep going.
That's awesome.
This waitress is like
animatronic. Like at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Except for like chunks of the plastic are like falling off and stuff.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's. This is the origin story.
Actually, she's going to go in here. She's hiding in here. This waitress goes and runs in here and hides.
Plays cards with the rest of us.
The bartender books it into here, into the kitchen. These two guys are hiding under the table.
They all know their hiding spot. I mean, that's
Well,
sense.
yeah.
It comes with the territory, right?
Yeah, you always got to make sure that you know your outs in this bar. So, Rexar, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna look down at the sphere, look at the spider, look at the guy and go, oh, really? Just really, dude? I'm gonna walk past him to here. He's not even worth it. And I'm gonna shoot the spider that's attacking the elite guard with the PGMP.
Okay, go for it.
That's double sixes.
Okay, so yeah, you hit. So what was your total?
That would be. Do I have strength to PGMP?
No,
Or just dex?
it would be your heavy weapons plus dex.
That'd just be 14.
Okay. So, it doesn't matter. So go ahead and roll 1d6 times 10.
3.
So 30 points. A spider doesn't go down.
I'm gonna call out to the enforcer and pull all the guards that are around me and be like, listen, it's clear your employer doesn't care about you. Help me take down these guards and then we can negotiate after.
Make a
Help me take out
persuasion.
these spiders.
Make a persuasion check.
Do I have any boons because there's a spider eating this guy's face?
I'll give you. Yeah, I'll allow you to roll that with a boon. So roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
With the -1 visual, that is a 9.
Okay. We will see how that plays out. Ching Shi, what would you like to do? You got this dick trying to hit you with a stun stick.
So I have 2 guns.
You now have 2 guns, yes.
Thanks to the team effort when I almost but not quite managed to catch it. I was too slow.
You
Too
can-
much purple drink.
You can go all John Wooey with a gun in each hand,
Well,
The
what I want to do is gun to Baron's head,
okay.
arm over Baron's shoulder. We're walking out of here.
So
You want to fight a spider so bad. Let's make your dream happen.
I know. I want to so bad.
so you're pointing the gun at the Baron's head, and then pointing.
So one gun at Baron's head, the other hand over his shoulder.
So you basically
he's
moved.
in front of me, human shield style.
Okay. So in order to
And pointed at one of the guards.
So in order to grab the Baron, you'll have to make a grapple.
Okay,
So
what do I need to do that?
So it's 2d6 plus either your dex or your strength, your choice.
That'll be Dex because I'm a
Do-
big weenie. So
Do you have melee?
yes.
You can add melee to it as well. So if you have melee unarmed, if not, or well, it's not really an unarmed. So it would actually better than that. It would be if you have athletic strength, you could add athletic strength.
I have athletics.
Okay. So, or athletic strength or dexterity, whichever, plus 2d6.
Okay. You may still have to walk me through it. Come on, don't suck. Alright. Ooh, that's not great. Okay, so that's 7. And then I have 1 for Dex and 1 for Athletics, so 9.
Okay, and you beat his 6. So you have grappled the Baron. You have a gun to his head, and you've got another gun over the shoulder. And you're telling him that we're all walking out of here.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check and you can make that with a boon dice.
Okay. This is the gun.
Yeah.
This is the gun.
Yeah, guns are generally pretty good at being persuasive.
9.
Okay, so and the Baron, as a free action, yells to the guards and says, "Drop your guns, you fools! Don't let anything happen to me. Drop your weapons." Keith Clark, what do you want to do?
Did they drop their weapon?
Yeah, they didn't drop them, but they lowered them, and they're kind of standing there warily watching you guys.
You could corral them in the prisoner room.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm thinking the bar or the kitchen is probably more practical. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to corral them into the kitchen.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with a boon dice.
Okay. All right. All right. I got 9.
Okay. So you corral this enforcer and this guard into the kitchen. The door does have a lock. In fact, the door here, the kitchen doesn't look like it was always a kitchen. It looks like it was a walk-in freezer.
Nice.
So you can go ahead and chain that door shut.
Yay.
Over there.
Meanwhile, out here, this enforcer is going to shoot at the spider, and he drills it. The +8 to damage. For 17 points. And the spider still doesn't go down.
Jesus.
the spiders are the natural rulers of this planet. We negotiate with them.
This spider moves over here and is going to attack Rexar.
We'll give the spiders a spaceport. Not Baron. We'll give the spiders one.
And don't forget to put flies in the ice cream.
Exactly.
Okay. And he hits with exactly an 8. However, because he has the claws are like metallic now, he has AP 10.
Oh.
But so let's see here. What's your protection on your battle dress?
22.
So it's actually 11. Let's see here. So Rexar, it gets through your battle dress and you take 5 points of damage.
I'm gonna activate my shield and reduce that by 2.
Okay. Actually, you can't activate your shield because the PGMP requires both hands.
Shit.
Yes.
That's fine. Fine. It's still plenty of endurance.
This spider mech is going to take a swipe at this enforcer. And the enforcer is able to parry away the spider mech's claws.
That's a badass.
The Baron is going to go for it and try to break the grapple. And fails miserably. He is wiggling around a lot in your arms. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I guess I will take point for exiting with the guy. Or, no, wait, then I'll be in the way. Can I make it up here to open the door for Kingshi?
So which door do you want to open?
This is the way out, isn't it?
This leads to the front entrance. You notice that there was a back door when you went back to meet with Farish.
Okay, I think we need to go through the front so that we can exit with the car, right?
That would be
So
best,
I'll-
yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can make it up there. 4 meters, 9 meters. Can I go 15 in a turn?
If you do 3 minor actions, you can go 18 total.
Okay, so I'll go up here and get the door ready.
Okay. All right.
It's hard to move a hostage around.
Especially a plump, sweaty one in a Kentucky Fried Chicken suit. This guard is going to shoot his revolver at the spider, and hits with a 10. Or actually, no, he hits with an 11. So that is +3 to his damage with his revolver. And this spider goes down.
Whew. Well, at least there's one left to feed this guy too.
Right? I think
I
that's...
don't want the spider to die too soon, except for I'd rather the one trying to kill Rexar to die. That's the one I want to die. So if you have to kill the spider, I suppose he won't eat. He won't
I'd
feast
like
on
to shoot
that.
my
That's okay.
PGMP non-lethally.
Yes, yes, I'm going to cast Fireball non-lethally. Rexar, what would you like to do? I think I got an idea, but... Oh, there was one more guard.
These guys.
Wait, hold on. This guard here is going to run up and try to stun the spider. And he hits with a 10. So for 7 points, the spider is not unconscious. But the spider knows he's going to die next. So, I'm sorry, Rexar, what were you going to do?
Barrel stuff it with my PGMP.
All right.
Uh, 8.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
50.
Okay. This spider explodes from the amount of energy that goes through him. Like literally just blows spider guts and cybernetics all over the place.
Wow.
Now it smells like burning lobster in here.
3. Can I count on them not attacking me?
You can't count on anything. Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
I'm going to start taking the Baron
Okay.
to the exit.
Okay. So you can move
Baron first.
18 meters. Let's see here. We're
One.
about right there.
Awesome.
And the Baron is going with you. Okay. Keith, what would you like to do? Are you booking it out of there? Are you muted?
I'm sorry, I was
Yeah.
muted as distracting.
Yeah.
No problem.
I will head to the exit as well.
Okay, so
Oh, we're around there.
Over the bar.
Oh yeah, I'll cover the bar.
yeah, you got to do it action hero style, jump over the bar, rather than like normal people going around it. No, you have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, actually, I guess Arnold would go through the bar.
Just walk through it and crumple around it.
Okay, the enforcer. Yep, the enforcer's going to take a shot. And he misses with a 7. And his Gauss pistol's on burst. So, Rexar, you see this enforcer just fire off 3 Gauss rounds towards you, but misses. They bounce off of the air raft.
You'll start laughing at him.
The Baron... the Baron is resigned to his fate and yells out, "Let them go, you fools!" And this guy has his revolver. When he hears the Baron, he turns towards these stairs, but lowers his gun. He's not going to take a shot. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
So we know there's no more murder spiders. So I want to suggest that we drop them off here and just leave.
I think we should get to the door before we drop him off.
Get to the car.
Yeah,
drop
get to
him
the
off at
car.
ship.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. That's way smarter. So the captain is not as dumb as me. So
Okay.
I can't really make it past them right now, though. They're sort of in the way.
Well, he's lowered the barrel of his gun. He's not going to take a shot. The boss ordered him not to.
I mean, Shang-Chi and the Colonel.
Oh, you could get around him.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start walking leisurely towards the door. Maybe that's about how far I can make it.
So let's see.
7.
Spider got something to say. Good to see you, Captain.
Wow, I can actually get pretty damn far.
Yeah.
I think I can
You could get all the way to the air raft.
And I have, oh no, I don't have flyers. I have jack of all trades, so.
So yeah, you can get all the way into the air raft. Wow, this is good enough. Starts to get overly complicated when we try to get fancy. This guard backs up to here. Rexar, what do you want to do?
Look at the guard that was the enforcer that was a badass, and say, if you want better work, you know where to find me. And then I'm gonna look at the guy that stabbed me after I was going to let him go and sucker punch him.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make a melee unarmed attack.
Would that be melee natural?
So melee natural would mean you're using your dew claw, but
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just sucker punching him.
then it's just if you don't have unarmed, then it's just melee 0.
Okay.
But it's plus either your strength or your dex. It's your choice.
Going with strength.
Okay, so your strength in battle dress is like 15, so that's plus 3.
Oh, that's good. Because now it's a 10 instead of a 7. Well, it would have been a 9, but rolled 7.
Okay, so you got a 10. So unarmed is 1d6, and then you get plus 2 to your damage.
That's 7 damage.
Oh, Jesus. You punch this
I just
kid.
want to knock him out.
Yeah, he crumples to the floor. He's not completely dead, but he is dying. Your punch pretty much caved in his rib cage.
I don't want to.
You're wearing battle dress. If you punch something, and when you punch him, he flies over the air raft.
He did backstab me, so. If the other people care about him, they'll save him, and they'll save him.
Like Crocodile Dundee. Oh, they're just a bunch of kids out messing about. It doesn't matter he pulled a knife on me. They're just having fun.
The other people will save him, surely.
Right. So, yeah. I'm sure they have herbs and Band-Aids. Did you want to use your minor action to get into the air raft, or do you want to cover everybody's retreat?
Can I pull out my PGMP and from the air raft?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm getting in the air raft and providing overwatch.
Okay.
I have something that came up, family emergency. I gotta go.
Okay.
Early, if that's alright.
All right. That should be fine. We're just about done.
Alright, see ya.
Yep. Okay. Ching Shi. I'm sure that you can get in the air raft. Let's see here. Yes, you can. Whoops. It's the wrong tool. And Keith Clark, I am sure that you can as well. Let's see here. Yeah, that's close enough. You can get in the air raft as well. Whoops.
Yay. Sweet.
All right.
I shot a little bit this time.
So who was driving? Because
Mira?
having flyer grav may come into play here in this next part.
I have flyer grab.
Okay.
Well, that's our driver then.
All right. So Qingxi, you leave the Baron with Keith Clark and the captain, and Rexar is kind of standing up and holding on, and is kind of crouched down in the seat with the PGMP, and you take off. And I have something for this. But unfortunately, as you have taken off, the raiders are mounting a chase in a dune buggy and a couple of land yachts. Now, land yachts, I might actually have a picture of a land yacht. Let's see here. Did I put a land yacht in here? I kind of hope I did, because they're kind of cool. I did not. So land yachts are basically, I mean, a dune buggy looks like your archetypical Mad Max dune buggy. The land yachts, however, are basically three-wheeled or four-wheeled vehicles that have sails on them and allow these guys to travel very quickly across the desert sands. And they are armed with a harpoon gun. And each of these land yachts has two guys in it. And you guys are taking off across the desert sands. Now, of course, the air raft has the benefit of the fact that it doesn't have to stay on the ground. The air raft can actually go up into, just about almost to orbit. So there is always that option too. And you guys take off burning across the sands as these guys are following you. And for this, what I will do, we'll set this up for next week.
Awesome.
Let's see here. I can't get this guy. There we go.
That was pretty great. I mean, we didn't get to see the guy's spiders, but other than that, it went really well.
Yeah.
I love that it went really well because you only got shot once.
Right. Yes.
It was a success.
Yeah, our success metric is changing.
It's a low bar.
Okay, so Qingxi, since you are driving, you can roll your initiative. Now, hold on just a moment, and let me double check something on this. Before you roll that, I got to see exactly what it is that you're going to roll.
See,
'Cause it's a little bit different.
Flyer grab plus naval plus intellect plus. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see here. It is. Yes, that is. I guess it is just your choice, either Dex or Intellect.
Nine, so that would be 1.
Okay, so you are at 1. All right, so when we pick this up next week, this will be the turn order, and it will start with Qingxi in the air raft, 3 land yachts, and a dune buggy.
Cool, can't wait.
All right, so we will pick this up next week on Pirates of Drinax, and we will see you guys on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Awesome.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, everybody.